want to hide
Welcome
it like
to
at
the
the very
Positivity
end and the
Podcast.
in the corner.
As promised, part
and
2.
I have more
There is
little
no
ones
knitting
done,
or
so
crocheting,
I'll
so
finish those
consider
tonight.
yourself warned.
I'm sorry,
I hope you guys enjoy and see you next time.
So, for quilting.
Quilting.
All right.
Quilty.
Quilting. So, get my husband to finish my ladder.
Oh, I'm not doing that.
And then
I lost my momentum.
Right, your mojo.
Mojo.
And then I want to do large hexagons, some paper piece hexagon, English paper piece hexagons. Look at my hair; it's like acting all kind of crazy.
Looks good.
And thank you. And then I want to do. I'm already doing some paper piecing, and I want to finish the quilting on the quilts that I pieced together, the tops that I pieced together. So I had 3 Nick's top, which he wouldn't let me touch. He didn't want me to finish it. He wanted it on his bed. So I got it from him yesterday, so that's okay. And then there was a heart one that I did last year that I didn't finish at all because of all the drama. And then there's another one. Oh, there is one that the very first top that I pieced together. And the ones with the skulls and the green, and that I said I was going to give to my sister's baby. Mm-hmm. So I just couldn't. I couldn't. But now, I was working on it by hand, which, I am not that person. Stop that. Okay. So those are my quilting things. Okay. And what else? So yeah,
finish. Got a lot of quilting
I
things.
know.
What are you talking about?
My niece asked me for a quilt to make her one like my sister, because I made my sister a quilt. So I want to make my niece a quilt, right? And I want to do a Dresden plate quilt, and I'll show you guys that in the future. Okay, and let me just say right now, if you guys are just in it for the knitting and the crochet, you should leave now, because there's no more, okay? Okay. So see you next time. It's not bad. I'm not judging you.
She's judging.
Okay, and then I want to do. Oh, and I look at this. This is all synchronicity. This is like how I knew I was supposed to podcast today. So I look at this show. I subscribe to a network called QNN. It's a quilting network, right? And there's just for one show, and it's called Quilt Monkey, and it's hosted by a beautiful English woman named Katie Jones. Last night on Instagram, Crafty Monkey. No, not Crafty Monkey. God, cool monkey. Crafty Pancakes.
Crafty Pancakes.
Right. She tagged me to see what I was doing now, right? And so I was doing some English paper piecing, and I put that up. And she said that she was going to go and take she loved English paper piecing. She was going to go take a class in February at QuiltCon from Katie Jones. And I'm like, not Quilt Monkey Katie Jones. So it's like all kind of crazy.
So she's coming to America?
Yeah, she's coming to America. She comes, I'm sure she does often, right?
Wow.
So anyways, in this series, she does oversized quilt blocks, like huge. And I want to do that because to me, making it bigger seems to make it more to be kind of more understandable and really just cool, right? So I want to do that. That's on there. And then I also put in my quilting thing to remember to keep it simple, because I got a craftsy class about foundation piecing, and then
foundation piecing.
Yeah, foundation paper piecing, and then I got a craftsy class on quilting curves. Woo! Not me. They're good to look. No. So that's what I want to do. Now, so as far as the English paper piece, I want to show you guys how I do my English paper piecing, right? So the first way I started was my husband and I went to Joann's with coupons in hand, and we bought these paper punches, because you can order English paper piece shapes. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I'm not paying,
No, we're not paying that.
I mean, you can order them, you can download them, you can, print them off, cut them up yourselves.
You go to a printing place and they'll make them for you.
You can go to a quilt store and get them there too, but I'm like, no. So what I did was I went and got a paper punch, because that way if I run out of templates, then I can always make my own and I have to worry about it or whatever. So I bought one of these for,
You could probably get the Cricut to make them too.
Yeah, I could. Somebody could get the Cricut to make it. right? So I did, and I started it, and I'm kind of heavy-handed when it comes to the English paper piecing. I don't know why, because I'm new, right? So this is the size of the squares, and this is what it looks like on the back. So I just cut my shapes up into little squares, which is why I have a lot. Some people cut the shapes into hexagons 1/4 inch bigger than the template, which is, I don't have time for that. I just got square, right? And then I sewed them. So this is like one of the early ones that I did. And I loved it. What I am using, because I am kind of heavy-handed, and I'm afraid that I will bend paper, because you can use copy paper or whatever. I'm using file folders.
Old file folder.
Yeah, easy, right? And the
vanilla paper.
Yeah, manila. Isn't it manila?
Vanilla.
So
off-white.
So I go through and I cut them up, and then I use these and I punch and I get a lot, right? And then I take it with me. I even made me here it is right here. English, I sold it myself, a case to carry around my English paper piecing, and it has pockets, and then I bought some wool felt for a kit that I thought I was going to make, but I didn't, so I just cut it up and used it in here to keep my needles on, and yeah. So I did that, and I loved it, right? So and I also bought, this thing is lovely. This is what is this called? A threader. No, it's a threader, right? And you just stick your needle in there, and you can get this from Joann's too, or Michael's, or any quilt shop. But Joann's and Michael, you can use a coupon, because these are like
Hobby Lobby.
Oh, I love Hobby Lobby. They're like $16. They were, but you might be able to find them cheaper. I didn't pay that much for this one, right? And then for thread, I used just the Gutermann. I got crazy, and I'll show you guys in my Christmas haul, because this is going to be crazy long. That I'm going to cut this up too. I'm just determined, because why should you guys sit here and waste your time with me? So I use Gutermann. I tried Orifil, which is a bougie yarn, which is like the Madeline Tosh of thread, and it's a bougie yarn, right? So I like it for certain things. I don't like it for English paper piecing, because I don't like it. I don't like it and then besides, a spool of that thread is $12. Yeah. So no, I'm not doing it for English paper piecing. So then I'm like, oh, I want to do bigger hexagons. And I went to Joann's with him, and we got a bigger, where is it? You got it? Yeah, where's the old one I just put down? Oh, here it is. So we got the extra large size. I think it's extra large, right? So this is the difference. This is the, I guess it's the small, and that's the extra large, right? So, and this is the difference in the hexagon size. So this is the smaller size, and this is the extra large size. I didn't finish it. I need to finish it. But see, can you see the difference?
It's bigger. It's
bigger, right? And yeah, bigger means quicker, and plus I can cut my fabric up quicker, but I want to make them even bigger, right? So that is one of the plans. But so far, this size is good. It works for me, and I love it. Don't you love it?
I like the other one better.
You like, because the colors.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this one I just was messing around with, trying to get back in the groove of things. So that's that. Okay. One of the things that I got in my Christmas stocking was, which is a little earlier, but Candy. It was, and it hands down is one of my favorite things, and that is that I got a pair of scissors from Hobble.
Yay! Right? You gotta cut it close.
Right. So I got these scissors. And these scissors are everything. I love them. They are cute. They're spring. So it works well. But then also in my stockings, I got stuff. No, I got another pair of Hobbles.
You did?
Yeah, I did.
Who gave you those?
Santa. And these are super sharp.
Super sharp.
And these are gorgeous. These I'm going to use for sewing, which is why they're not with my embroideries, my cross stitch, and my English paper piece stuff because these are just strictly for sewing. But I love these things. They were a good stocking stuffer or a good present for any crafty person. They also work well on like fingering weight yarn if you need to snip, and they would be good to have in a knitting pouch too to make that go. Okay, so okay, let me hurry up. Sorry. Now let's get into it. Okay, you ready?
All right.
All right.
What are we getting into?
Cross stitch.
Oh.
Okay, so cross stitch. I thought that it would be good for me to make something cross stitch for my mother-in-law because that's what she used to do when she could, I guess, or when she felt like it. On her,
She can still do it.
I don't know. Well, I'm sure she could. I'm sure she could do anything that she wants to. It's for your mother. So, because hanging in her home are her old cross stitch works, and I'm like, okay, so I would try to mix it up and give her handmade things for Christmas because she doesn't like for us to spend money and buy her stuff. Shame on her, right? Like my mom was easy. So I'm like, okay, this year I'll try cross stitch. And I did not think that I would like it. Honestly, I did not think I would. So just do it on the cheap. I bought a $3 pattern from a store on Etsy, and went to Joann's and got DMC floss in the colors that were made. And I got some, it's pronounced Aida. It's the cloth that you stitch on. Well, basically beginner cloth that you stitch on. It's pronounced Aida. It's named after the opera, but everyone calls it Ada. Ada. So I got some cloth and I made your mother a tree. It was supposed to be like 3, but I'm like, she only get 1 because no, I'm over the tree, right?
But it had a bird in it.
Yeah, it had a red bird in it. And I did put some pictures, I think, on Instagram, and we gave it to her, and she has hung it up. So that's a big win for me, right?
Win.
So because I liked it so much, and I needed something to stuff his stocking with, or to give him, I decided I was going to cross stitch him something. And what I found was,
what did you make me?
What did I make you? What I found was a pattern on Etsy of Walter White, who is the main character from a TV show called Breaking Bad. Right?
I'm sure everybody knows.
Not everyone knows.
Everybody knows.
No, they don't. But that's so. I saw it was his picture, and it was done in black. So to make things easier for myself, I asked for and got a handstand. But that is a Christmas present too. It was a stocking stuffer, and we ordered it on Amazon. It came with free shipping, yeah, and it was like I think it was $20-something, and it was a big help because with the stand holding the hoop, I was able to make myself stitch with 2 hands. So that is good, right? Oh, and also, did you know, this totally not even off topic.
Off topic.
Did you know that there's like a cross stitch community of podcasts? Like there is.
You're kidding me. This is nuts.
On YouTube.
No.
Yeah, and then there's some cross stitchers who knit.
No.
But yeah, there's a whole community.
So.
Yeah, for real. So it could get kind of crazy. So anyways, I sat there and I was cross stitching Walter White, and he kind of wasn't noticing.
I noticed every time. I thought it was Janai at first.
Yeah, he
I saw
thought I
his
was cross
glasses.
stitching my niece, right? Because I'm that great. So So when it got closer to Christmas, he kind of figured it out, but he didn't know what I was going to do with it. And I didn't know what I was going to do with it either. I know I didn't want to put it in a frame.
No frames.
And I know...
We're not the frame type.
No, and I didn't... And as far as his framing his mother's piece of work, we didn't go to a framer's.
No,
I did it myself.
Yep, and you did a great job.
Thank you. Because I found a tutorial. But I have been watching on Creative Bug, which is another crafty thing that I subscribe to. I have been watching... quilting videos, and there's one on there on how to reverse applique. So I thought that I would use an old t-shirt of his because he has so many, right? And I would buy a pillow for him, and because he loves pillows, anything he can cuddle up with, yeah. So and and make Walter White as a reverse applique on a t-shirt pillow. So I did this. Oh, I think I finished. I know I finished it. Was it Christmas Day?
Mm-hmm.
I finished it on Christmas Day, and I cut it out. The reverse applique was honestly a whole lot easier than I thought it would be, and it is because of the holes in the Aida cloth. I can go through and I can stitch. You can see, I could stitch the piece to the fabric through the holes, so it made it easy, it made it even, and it's great. And so he really liked it. He even forgave me before cutting up his shirt.
Didn't forget.
Right, but I love it. I think it's super cool. Now my son wants a cross stitch pillow. We'll see if he gets one. Right. So
now I can sleep next to Walter White. Like,
yeah, and I do when you're gone to work. So yeah. So now I'm cross stitching. Can you believe it?
I believe it.
Do you really believe it?
I believe it.
So the other day we went to drop.
Hobby Lobby.
Not Hobby Lobby. Well, you want to talk about the Hobby Lobby trip?
No.
Because I've been talking a lot. You haven't said anything.
No.
How do you feel about your pillow?
I love my pillow. Love my pillow.
Love your pillow. Okay.
Love my pillow.
So yeah. So
Super cool.
I'll spare you the rest of the list for now, but because it's getting kind of long, right? And you gotta go to work. So, but I am going to show you guys what I got.
Those guys gotta go to work. You guys have to work.
Well, they can pause it and go to work.
Oh.
It's on you.
Oh.
So I am going to show you the rest of the things that I have in my stocking. That I got in my stocking, like air quotes, right? So one of the things that I asked for was what, honey? You want to talk about this?
Scissors.
Mm-hmm. What kind of scissors?
I forget already.
Pinking shears.
Oh, pinking shears.
Pinking shears. He was like, what do you want? And I'm like, I really want pinking shears. Because I'm sick of my fabric. For the main reason is...
Frame?
Yes. I'm sick of my fabric fraying when I wash it. I pre-wash my fabrics. So I read somewhere that if you pink the ends before you put it in, you'll get a lot less fraying. And I just needed a pair anyway. So I got these in my stockings. I love them. Stockings.
There's a whole discussion on that. Now, are these Peking, like Peking chicken? Or
They're
peeking,
not.
like we're looking through something?
You know, honey, it's okay for me to think you're ignorant because I'm married to you. But these people don't know you. Don't embarrass me.
Or are they pink, like pinking?
No.
Oh.
Okay. So another thing that I got was the Crafter's, the Crafter's Choice Micro Stitch, and what this is a basting tool for your quilts.
There we go with the food reference.
Basting, huh? You hungry? Okay. So instead of going through and pinning or spray basting your quilts, you just take this through. It's like a label gun, like a is that what it's called, a labeling gun at the store?
Yeah.
You shoot it through.
Mm-hmm.
So this one was the one that received the best reviews. There are a couple of them on the market. This one received the best reviews on Amazon. So I put this on my wish list, and my husband got it for me, and it came, and I'm like, yes.
Yeah.
And I haven't used it because I wanted to show you guys. And plus, and I'm really going to need to use it because I have to baste and quilt at least 3, 1 major quilt and 2 mini quilts.
Mini quilt.
So then,
Do you have a ladder to put those up on when you're
not
done?
yet.
Oh.
Those are my hobbles. I showed those,
Yep.
right?
Hobble.
Okay, so let's get to the books.
Let's get to the books. Hit the books.
In my stocking,
There's another scissors in
that's
there.
the same ones I showed. Oh, no, okay. So, I got a pair of, these are so cute, another pair of embroidery scissors. Are they cute? I love scissors and books. I have so many
Because when
scissors.
she's done, she can cut them up.
No. But I don't know, these are adorable. You can never have too many pairs of embroidery scissors. Tell your husband that. Aren't they cute though? We see a lot of them. I want a pair of black ones, like the black handled ones that are, okay, anyways. So also in my stocking was a cross stitch book by Mary Englebright. Look at this. Look at that teacup on the back of there.
It's a very attractive book.
Isn't it? So this, and then I got also.
Is that the Hobby Lobby?
This is the one I took to Hobby Lobby. I had them both.
Oh,
in
you
my bag.
had them at Hobby Lobby.
Yeah, because they were Christmas presents. We went to Hobby Lobby after Christmas.
Right.
Right? So then I also got, this one is Cross Stitch for All Seasons, and this one just says Mary Englebright Cross Stitch.
So we're over at the Hobby Lobby, and we're at the cutting desk.
Right.
And there's these elderly women there, and elderly, I mean, let's be honest, like 60 and above. I mean, they were older women. But very, very nice.
Very nice women.
They started talking to Nikki, and then Nikki starts pulling out her books, and they started freaking out. Oh my God, it's so nice to see somebody so young and so young and so young. And then they're like, keep saying that, and they like looking over at me, and and Nikki's calling me, husband and stuff. So, and finally, I had to blurt it out because I'm thinking they're like looking at me like, you're some sort of pervert, what are you, cradle robber or something going on here? So I'm like, she's not that young.
Yeah, just like that. Just like that. She's not that young. Like, thanks. Thanks, honey.
Because that one lady kept looking at me like, she's so young.
Why does it always have to be about you?
Well, I just wanted to be clear on that I'm,
Whatever.
I didn't rob that cradle.
Right. Anywho, one of the other books that I got in my stocking was Tilda's Studio.
Oh, yeah.
There we go. So the reason I got this book, the reason I put this one on my wish list is because I really want the newest Tilda book, which is called Homemakery or Homemade or something. But it was like $20-something, and I'm like, that's ridiculous. For me, even for a gift, ask my husband, because, hey, we always say it's one pot. It all comes out of one pot, right? Yeah. So I'm like, no. So I put it on, I put on the older $9 one, and that's what I got. But the thing that I really want to make the most is in here are the Tilda dolls. I happen to like them. My husband does not care for these dolls.
It's not like I don't care for them.
You
I'm just
like
kind
them.
of on the fence. They're
I like them. I think they're super duper cute. I want to make one. Because number one, they come with wings too. So I want to make a dark one. And give one to my sister for her little angel.
They look like those dolls where you can say, you get a little piece of somebody's hair.
Oh, voodoo?
Yeah, and then you can start
this one, look how cute this one is. Look at her outfit and the legs, and she's like, not super skinny either.
Very realistic dolls.
Very realistic, right? So, I want to make the Tilda doll. So when we went to Hobby Lobby, I got...
which is a trek, by the way, for us.
It's an hour. It's an hour one way.
Yeah.
So, but it's worth it. Okay. So I got chocolate color fabric for the chocolate color skin. Right.
Very interesting.
I know, right? And then I got different colors for her dress. And I don't know how I'm going to make her, but I think this is adorable. And it's so not like me. Right? Yeah. In my head, I'm a lady.
I'm a lady.
But in practice, I am the mother of boys with a husband, and my family sends the boys. So that's what I am, So it's hard to be very, very ladylike all the time. I am, but still, I could be even more. So that's adorable fabric, right? And then, while there, I saw Mary Inglebright fabric. Yeah, so I had to have it, like, seriously, and I didn't even go crazy with it, because there were like 4, and I only got 2, and I only got a yard of each.
Man, we'll be back.
I know, like, soon, right? So, look at this one. And I'm thinking that these would make gorgeous aprons for friends for birthdays that are coming up this year that love Mary Inglebright. But
wink,
the thing
wink,
is,
nod.
if I make my friends aprons and stuff, then I'm going to have to make me one because, that fabric is too cute, right?
It is very nice.
So, so that was a Christmas treat. Okay, here is the Orifil thread.
Orifil.
Yeah. So that's in there because I wanted to show you guys.
Sounds like something you clean your teeth with.
And after you had your food.
After you had all your food.
And then the last thing that my husband bought me was, we just had a conversation about this today, was...
All right. What is it?
All good.
What was it? All good.
All good attentions. Good attentions are the roll tails.
No.
The roll tails pay with good attentions.
No.
I can't remember. Anyways, no good deed goes unpunished.
That's the one.
I know.
That's the one. No good deed goes
unpunished. So are these, and these are bias binding makers.
Bias binding makers.
Or tape maker set. So there, yeah, and these were in my stockings. The last thing to come from my stockings. So yeah.
Yay! Christmas haul.
Christmas haul.
Did you see what I got?
Yes, you got the pillow, right? Oh, okay. A couple more things.
A couple more.
This is the little look at the needles hanging out.
Oh.
This is what stuck. I got for. I made this little case for embroidery and now cross stitch because the English paper piecing needs a big one. And also, last week we went to my very first cross stitch store.
Oh yeah, down in Bixby Knolls.
In Bixby Knolls, California.
Forget the name of it already, but it was really, really nice. Also, very nice ladies.
Very nice people, right?
Very nice people.
It's called Mary Pat's Needle Workshop.
Yes.
All right. Oh,
if you are California, or
yes,
you should stop.
And you are a needle worker, Southern California,
and you don't know about it, which
you don't
might
know about
already,
it.
It might
you
be
should
very popular.
go.
You should go.
Oh, everybody was so nice, so nice. Pat helped me, and Colleen helped me, and then there was a woman there named Maria, and very nice. Everyone was very, very nice. My first time in a needle workshop was totally different than my first time in a yarn shop, I have to say. And I know it's an experience for a lot of people to go to a yarn shop and not get perfect, great service. You know, the women are kind of rude sometimes, you know?
No.
Yeah. But not in the needle workshop. They
not that one.
Yeah, not that one. So I wanted to do a sampler, and they helped.
Chocolate sampler.
I know. They helped like nobody's business, didn't they?
Yes, they did.
They were so nice to my husband too. The only thing about this store is that you have to remember to take cash, but if you don't, or checks. But if you don't, there is an ATM. People at the grocery store.
Okay. Anyway. It was a nice walk, and there's a wine and cheese bar between the ATM and the place.
So the sampler that everybody, my husband and I, and the shop and Pat decided on was this one. Isn't it great?
It is very cool.
I love it.
I like it too.
Yeah, so it's called Feast of Friendship.
Feast of Friendship.
Yep, and then there's a chart in here.
Makes me think of the Doors.
Right, and I already copied some of it, but our ink is, look, our ink is running out.
Yeah.
We're on ink, so I need to do better.
B22.
Right. So, we got that. I got that, and that was $9, right?
American.
Now, needlework is like not cheap, people.
Here we go again.
Is there a cheap hobby? Is there such thing as a cheap hobby? Okay, whatever. But it's not super duper expensive. Like I can this I made for what, $3 for the pattern, maybe not even $3 for the fabric.
How much did the holder thingy cost?
The holder?
Yeah.
Yeah, but that was a present. But I made this gift is less than $10.
Hey now.
Hey now. Especially if I use the old pillow, but I bought a new pillow. So that's just even weave from Joann's. I didn't come from there. So I got that, and then also they were like, "Are you new?" And I'm like, "Yes, I'm new." And then they're like, "Have you been knitting on Aida cloth?" And I'm like, "Yes, I've been using Aida cloth." And they were like, "Do you want to try linen?" And I'm like, "Oh yes, I do want to try linen because I'm all about moving up, right? Moving on up." So they picked some linen out in different colors, and I chose the lighter of the two because I really want to see what I'm doing, right? But the linen for, I think this is a yard.
No.
Maybe.
Yeah, it is. It's
a yard of linen. It's $12.39.
Yeah, but that's your whole picture frame, right? That's the
that's the background for to stitch on. But the even weave is probably $7 at Joann's. Yeah. And this is.
But that looks nicer. Yeah,
I think this is. I can't remember what count, but it's 28 count, which is the same as 14 count Aida, okay, or Aida. So I told you to do something with that watch. But yeah, it does look. There's a big difference in the overall look of your projects. So yeah,
that looks much classier.
It does. Yeah. Okay, you go, honey. Okay. So then they went through and they pulled the floss, the DMC floss, because they stocked it there. Now I could have went to Joann's and picked it up, but they stocked it there, and I am really big into supporting little small businesses. Yeah, small businesses, right? So they pulled the colors for me. I didn't have to do anything but pick the sampler and sit there, right? And sit back. So these are, and the colors are just gorgeous, aren't they?
Yes, they are.
They're so.
But those are the colors that was called for on the project.
Yes.
It wasn't like anybody got creative.
No, nobody took creative license here. These
Yeah.
are the beautiful colors that were called for in the sampler, right? Mm-hmm. So the two, they were like, well, because the color in the house is variegated, and the pumpkin, right? You could go for like specialty thread. And I'm like, well, yes. That's like, it's indie thread, which is like indie yarn, but cheaper. So while one of these may be like 40 cents. Oh no, 57 cents. I think they're 40 cents at Joann's. And you can use a coupon too, but you need a lot of little coupons, right? Oh, but unless you have like a 25% off, yeah. Okay. Total, right?
Which is rare.
Right. So this is 57 cents. This one is Simply Shaker sampler threads. I think it's the General Art. I don't know. Anyway, the color is 10 bucket. But this is gorgeous, right? This one is $2.10. So it's a big price difference, right? Mm-hmm. So, and this one, but these two.
Double.
Yeah, these two, aren't they gorgeous? Look at the colors. They're $1.90 a piece too. So, but this is just everything. So that is on the horizon. I haven't even started it because I wanted to show you guys, and I wanted to look at some YouTube videos about how to really work on linen, over 2x2 linen. And yeah, so this was the card, and how very nice.
Lower. There you go.
It might be backwards too.
Yeah, it might be backwards.
So anyways, Pat Hall, that's her name. She told me that if I needed anything, if I ever needed help or anything, just to call. And she meant it. Like, you could tell. Cool. So as we left, happy, and I forgot that, I needed needles. So I asked her for a needle, and she gave me some John James Petites. Which I haven't used, but I'm sure they'll be great. In size 24, and these were $2.54. So I'm very excited. Very, very here. I got a couple of dollars left. I'm very excited to start this and to see how it goes. And I'm not giving this to anybody. It's going to stay in our house.
Yay!
Hopefully. Boo! Yay! So that is it. Finally.
Happy New Year.
We said that in the beginning.
Happy holidays.
Yes, all that, right? Happy all that. And so I'm going to put, hopefully, show notes in the group. I'll try to get a picture of what I put for my mother-in-law, what I made for my mother-in-law, hanging on the wall. I'll put that in the group. And if you guys want to know about anything, feel free to send me a message on Instagram or on...
Like why she's not making me no socks.
All right. On Instagram, I'm going to erase that from my resolution. And don't get under my blanket either. So, Instagram or Ravelry, or even leave a message in the comments on YouTube. And that's it. I don't know if we're going to work on trying to get the podcast on iTunes this year. We'll see. But I'm happy with things how they are. The positive thought, because you got to leave on a positive note, right?
I didn't even think of one.
We haven't even been positive. Yes, we have.
We've been super positive.
We have been. And, I have to say that we have been working together as a team very well. In the face of adversity. But I think the positive thought for us, for you guys too, is just that it is okay to keep it simple. And sometimes it's just better that way, don't you think? Right? Is that positive? It's okay. It is just really okay. What, you got something else you want to say?
No.
Because you're smiling. What?
I was just thinking about food.
Okay.
No, I'm just talking.
Make sure you have enough food. Okay, that's it. So until next time, you guys, I'll be in normal clothes. Hopefully I'll be feeling better. Hope you feel great. And
thank you for having me.
Yeah, you were nice and quiet, kind of. And that's it. I hope you have the best this week ever. And I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful experience doing whatever crafting that you do. Yeah, it is. If it's woodworking or whatever. Knitting, crocheting, cross stitching, yeah. And I will put in the group, because there's a spot in the group for YouTube and crafting. I will link to some of my favorite floss tubes. That's what they're called, floss tubers, in case you guys want to check them out. So that's it. So until next time, you guys. Bye.